ARB Holdings is a Durban-based distributor of electrical goods. Its founder and controlling shareholder is Alan R Burke.
Exactly, and that is the reason for the company having that name. ARB stands for Alan R Burke. The
Market
company
cap?
itself, yes, is the business of distributing electrical goods. So they import cables and all the other stuff that is used. And it also has a business in the lighting area, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Market cap, 1.36 billion rand, PE ratio of 11.56, dividend yield here of 3.47%. ARB Holdings.
So I think what you see here is a very neat package, really a family-owned business in the form of Alan Burke still being the controlling shareholder, brought it to market a few years ago. I think they've done a credible job at growing it. They've grown sort of to become more a national distributor, also made the lighting distribution acquisition, which has actually been doing quite well for them. So you look through their numbers, I think the electrical supply, we've spoken about that sector, they're doing, I think, the best, sort of managing costs very aggressively and growing more diversified geographically, so that's helped, and so quite defensive, but again, not very dynamic. I think doing the most out of a tough sector. And you can see that
in the share price graph there. It's really just sort of flatlining and slightly down.
And in fact, that peak that it reached was at the tail end of a really strong period of trading where both parts of the business were doing very well. The most recent set of numbers, though, were a disappointment. So the fact that the electrical supply business took a bit of a dive and they were anxious and worried and referring to the slowdown and the NOMSA strikes and the impact that it had on their customers was cause for concern. The Eurolux part of the business, which is the small lights, is doing fine. I don't know. I mean, it is a reminder that sometimes when stocks are on a roll and everybody's loving it, and then they have a little bit of a stumble, the punishment from the market can be quite severe.
Hot or not, Rowan?
Not.
Paul, hot or not?
Look, it is under new management because Alan Burke stepped back and Byron Nichols, who was a corporate financier, was the CEO, but Byron left to become the CEO of one of the Invector divisions called Bearing Man. So they've got an acting CEO kind of situation going on. But I think the family supplies the continuity there. I'm going to lean towards hot.
You're going with
I just think on balance there's probably a lot of electrical work that still needs to be done. We know the condition of our municipal networks. There's still lots of malls and all these things being built. That's where a lot of the stuff gets used. I'm going to err on the side of caution this time.